Okay, so this tab's had a large overhaul. It's had a big cosmetic makeover, and before we just had these four charts, and it was useful information, but it wasn't that powerful. And now what should happen is that this tab, this time-stamped basket sentiment tab, should help us identify reversals. Okay, and I'll give you like the euro for an example. So if you see the euro USD chart, we're falling quite heavily. Okay, and don't forget this isn't just necessarily the Euro USD, but we'll just use the Euro USD as an example. And so we can see EU is falling quite heavily, and so the last 4 hours had gone long. Price fell, and we've come down to take stops. And now what should happen when we hit stops? We can see reversals. That's the thing. There's two aspects to these reversals. There's the willingness of the crowd to exit because they don't like the PA, and secondly, they have to exit through stop loss or margin call. Okay, and so if they get out on their own free will, or they get out against their will and they have to get out because they're at a huge loss and they have to exit, then we should see reversal. So theoretically, we may see a scenario where we see like a reversal on the euro, but we can see there hasn't been that much conviction from the crowd, but we can see them being quite strongly, quite bearish on the CAD. So we should see that perform better, and we can check the performance if we come to the synthetic sentiment and we come to CAD, and we are positive, but we're sort of fluctuating quite a bit, just above positive, and we can see that the Swiss has been a little bit of a nuisance, and the euro has been a bit of a nuisance, and also the dollar as well. But really, we should be performing better than zero point 0.6 on the average because of this. Okay, so this is quite a bullish scenario, is that they added short, but over the last 30 minutes they've added. Right, so just hopefully this is a quick video to make you understand that there has to be reversals in FX from stop losses and take profits, and there's that willingness of the exit, and then there's the fact that they're going to have to get out against their will, and they have to get out through margin call or stop loss. And a great thing that you can see at a bird's eye view, perhaps maybe this might be a little bit confusing, if there's two cells that are orange down here, there is a potential scenario that might be developing. And so much is that we saw them go long slightly, very, very slightly, and now they're starting to sell the euro. And so that's why we've got two oranges. So if we've got two oranges, I'd be really careful about trading that currency, especially in anticipation of tomorrow's risk event in the ECB. And you can see the bubbles a little bit bunched up and stuff as well. And this is them shorting CAD and then going long Aussie. Okay, so this is them going long Aussie here, and they're also going long pound as well. Can you see? So the last 4 hours they'd gone fairly long. Last hour they've actually gone a bit YOLO, and the last 30 minutes they're actually going. They're trying to buy this dip in the pound, which is probably not going to work out for them, but we'll have to wait and see. So we come to the pound, we should be negative, and we are 0.35 negative, and that should remain negative because of this. They've gone long, but they've added over time. So hopefully this really helps, and this will ease a lot of frustration and make you understand why the reversals are happening, and also gives you the conviction to hold on to that trade, because we want to be doing the opposite of the herd, especially add to the bias. Okay, and don't forget, this is probably the most powerful spreadsheet you can get for retail trader consumption, and it's like 4.5 years in the making, and you can get access to this sheet simply by coming to patreon.com/QuasiDB, but select any tier above the basic tier for sheet access. Okay, and that's just a quick one on this, how to spot reversals, and also how to use the sheet to give you the confidence to hold as well. And we can just see whether or not this is going to be correct just by checking price, and price is the determinant of the sentiment, and it's the proof that the sentiment does work. But you need to be on top of it, and also the sheet will really help as well. So remember what I was saying about the two oranges, And remember to trade safely, and I'll speak to you guys soon.